Hi there, welcome to my channel. This is Cusp of Beauty Tarot, as you know, dialing in here, and I'm doing another pretty much timeless cusp reading. This time it's going to be for Virgo-Libra, the cusp of beauty, which is around September 19th to September 24th. The thing about the cusps is you are going to see different date ranges if you look at different types of information. So I would just suggest that you go with your intuition, and if you feel like you're on a cusp or you're close to being on a cusp because you identify with two signs or you identify with the description, just go with it. And if you're really not sure, check the two signs periodically that make up your cusp and see which one you tend to lean toward, or if neither quite resonate with you, maybe start checking out a cusp reading, okay? So Virgo-Libra, I'm going to shuffle while I talk. I'll tell you a little bit about some things about your sign. The Virgo-Libra personality, that is. The cusp of beauty, the combination of Virgo and Libra, is combining the more rational and discriminating and serious sides of Virgo with the more airy and social qualities of Libra. And the cusp of beauty, Virgo-Libra cuspers are said to be very much drawn to attraction, and that's why they're called cusp of beauty. And that's not just that they're attracted to beauty in people, although they are, but it could be anything. It could be art, it could be objects, it could be cultural things. But basically, they're very interested in making themselves or their lifestyle or surroundings aesthetically pleasing. So a cusp of beauty person, Virgo Libra, might be very interested in how their house is appointed or decorated, even if it's simple. You know, they are very interested in it feeling comfortable and aesthetically pleasing. They probably pay attention to what they're wearing and if they're looking nice, or they do pay attention when they first meet you to how you look. You know, it's not that only looks matter to them, but looks do matter to them. Aesthetics do matter to Virgo Libra cusp of beauty. So because of the combination of Virgo and Libra, they're also very good at details. Their Libran and Virgo side is very good to paying attention to details, and they're also really good at managing details associated with running a business, a project, or even like family activity. Every cusp, as we've been talking about, is comprised of like conflicting elements. But what's really interesting about Virgo Libra is of all the cuspers, actually Virgo Libra have a lot in common. And their commonality is around that theme of beauty. Both of them are concerned with matters of taste and things being kind of just so. You know, people say that, you know, and I don't know, I'm kind of just thinking, I've never really fully identified with this as a Virgo Libra cusp. I really have another side of me. Maybe it's the other planets that my, you know, signs that my planets are in. But for some Virgo Libra cuspers, it's said that they are more superficial because they're so focused on the beauty and the surface and how things look, that they may lack the ability to think or go deeper. That's completely not me. But for some of you, you may resonate with being accused of that, or you might be cross-watching for a Virgo Libra that is accused of that, that they don't tend to go as deep. They could be a little more, you know, superficial. I don't know if I really identify with that, but I'm just giving you a characteristic. You know, it can be said that they lack some of the emotional or intuitive sphere, and that's because, you know, the water element is missing, right? You have the earth element with Virgo, and you have the air element, more mental element with Libra, but you don't have a water element there, or even the fire element. So, you know, consider that as you want to, if you think that that makes sense. And so I do think that Virgo Libra cusp of beauty does want to have a good expression of themselves outwardly. They are concerned about what people think outwardly um, of them. So they are concerned with that outward expression. But I don't know that it always means they're superficial. For some people, it might. Um, so for many of them, they want the outward expression to come from a deep place inside of them. So with advice for the Virgo Libras, don't be overly concerned about appearances if you're one of those people. Keep alive in your search for beauty. Avoid becoming jaded or trendy or overly fixed to trends, and what is kind of being seen as the right way to look or be. And also, don't avoid the spiritual and more deeper realms or explorations if you tend to lean more on the surface side of things. Do delve deeper and don't go leaning toward too much materialism. Go deeper. And I guess for this particular type, there can be a tendency towards nervousness and the nervous system being affected. So watch your nervous system and watch your health. As far as attractions go, Virgo Libra attracted to other cuspers like the other cusps. They can be particularly attracted to Capricorn Aquarius. And I think that's probably, I'm guessing that's because there's also that earth and air quality in Capricorn Aquarius, that they would get along very well with those folks. And then Aries Taurus. There's a bit more fire and, again, earthy quality in the Aries Taurus cusp for Virgo Librans. And yeah, so that's basically it. Let's see what's going on in your person-to-person reading here, whoever you're thinking about. Okay, on the side of you, the center of your reading, we have the Nine of Wands, recent past King of Wands, Four of Pentacles. At the base, we have Nine of Pentacles. And what's on your mind? We have the Page of Swords. No major arcanas here. And no cups. Just noticing. And let's see what's going on. We'll read at the same time for your person. Two of Cups. Wow. Recent past. Seven of Cups. Near future. Prince of Pentacles or Knight of Pentacles. Base. 10 of Cups. Wow. On the mind. Ace of Pentacles. Whoa. Interesting. No wands or swords in this one, but lots of cups. Wow, 3 cups and 2 pentacles. So the emotional and making things happen here. So in your reading, let's kind of combining these two by a little bit. I think you've definitely been around the block with this person and you're being a little bit scrutinizing. Virgo Libra, I think that if it's coming up in your mind again about this person, and I think the person could be a King of Wands type, because your core energy is looking in the past at the King of Wands. So you might have been dealing with somebody who was kind of a leader, forceful, assertive, aggressive, charismatic. There was an attraction there. But you're looking askance to the side at that person, kind of questioning your decision around that person. It's like you have probably established some freedom from this situation and are trying to figure out, do you keep it that way or not? There's an element of you that might be watching this person online or wondering if you need some clarity around something still. Like, is there a truth that you don't quite have around the situation? But for now, it looks like it would say that you are going to be pretty concerned about keeping some boundaries as you figure this out in the near term. You have maybe had some ruse or some fights or just a bad time, but I think it's more than superficial. I think it's been bigger than that with you and the person that you're thinking about. Like, I don't want to say betrayal, but I think there's been some bigger fallout that's happened in the past, or some bigger awarenesses that you had around that person in the past. enough so that it made you want to take some time to yourself or be more unto yourself. And I think you kind of have had a more even keel with some of that, and that you're questioning, is it worth kind of rocking that boat? Hence, keeping up a bit more of a boundary. Now, your person's heart of their reading is actually the Two of Cups. So they are definitely either considering this to be a really important relationship for them, or they're in another very important relationship. But there's an important relationship at the core of what's on their mind. And at the base of their spread is also the Ten of Cups. So whether it's with you or whether it's with another party, and you can comment and tell me which, because you're going to know which it is, they're definitely of the mind, excuse me, of maintaining a certain amount of stability. In the past, they've definitely been a bit more in illusion over a pairing, or over a relationship, maybe even over yours, where it was a bit of fun or fantasy, and yet for many of you, this relationship has been a very important relationship to them, no matter what went down. In the near future, it looks like they're offering a steady path toward either someone else and making an offer. This Ace of Pentacles, this new offer, this Knight of Pentacles is steadily, thinking about bringing it forward. However, again, I just question, is it toward you or is it toward someone else? The Knight, excuse me, in this particular reading is actually going away from your cards, but that doesn't mean, I'm going to pull one more here. I don't usually, but in this reading, but that doesn't usually mean for sure that it's away from you. It's just a question to me, based on the way these cards are falling out, if the Two of Cups and Ten of Cups is around your connection, or is it around somebody else that they have? Because, I don't know, just wondering. It's going to be one for some people, it's going to be the other. Now, interestingly, we do have the Fool, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So facing your direction is a new beginning, and we know the Ace of Pentacles is a new offer. So I actually think that for many of you, this will have to do with you, that they're thinking of extending a new offer, and there's a prospect of something new, or they're coming back around. They might be wanting to give you something more concrete, build a future, even though they may be slow to do it. The Knight of Pentacles is the Knight that really comes through. So for many of you, I mean, the fact that they feel really strongly about this Two of Cups, solid relationship, they might be looking to you as something that they want to just strike up something new. Will they do it in a way that's deep? I don't know. The Fool is kind of light. I don't know if it'll be as deep as you would want after all that's gone on with the two of you, if they do come back around. So you'd have to consider that. I think for now you're going to be scrutinizing it pretty carefully, right? Because you've come a long way. Nine of Wands. You've been around the track many times with this person, this situation. This situation may even resemble past situations you've been in. So I think you're going to treat it very carefully and not let down your guard and not come out of your abundance and your separate freedomness, to quickly hop on board the train here with this person. So you have some scrutinizing to do. There definitely is a connection. There's an attraction. There's a connection. And, for a lot of purposes, this person may want to come back around and offer something of substance. So we'll see. Let me know what you think. Again, it's timeless reading, plus or minus 2 weeks of when you're watching this, I would say. And your other July reading is up as well, Virgo-Libra. So check that out and drop me a line. Thanks so much.